Hello everyone, today I'll be sharing another legal story with you. So what happened on 29th August 2025 is that the Supreme Court was dealing with the case of KP Ravindran Nair versus Vasant KB. So this case was regarding the maintenance in cases of live-in relationship. Right, so this is what the case was regarding. So basically what happened in this case was that the Supreme Court was hearing a plea against the decision of the Kerala High Court. Okay, so basically what Kerala High Court has done, the Kerala High Court has dismissed the plea that was filed by a male partner questioning the maintainability of section 125 CRPC, that is about maintenance, in a plea that was filed by his live-in partner before the family high court. So what is going on here is that a plea was filed by a live-in partner, that is a female live-in partner, before the court, before the family court for maintenance, and the male partner questions the maintainability of section 125 in that plea in the Kerala High Court, and the Kerala High Court dismissed that plea, right? And the Kerala High Court dismissed that plea, stating that the respondent, that is the female partner, and the petitioner, that is the male partner, have been living as a husband and wife from 2005. So they were living as husband and wife from 2005, and it is well settled that section 125 CRPC is a beneficial legislation, right? And to claim maintenance under this provision, strict proof of marriage is not required, right? And in cases where parties have cohabited for long period of time, right? So basically what the Kerala High Court is stating while dismissing the plea of the male partner is that since you are living for 2000 since you are living as husband and wife from 2005, and in case of 125, since it is since the provision is to prevent vagrancy and destitution, right? In such cases the strict proof of marriage is not required, right? When the partners are living together as a husband and wife for a long period of time. Okay, so in case if it is established that the parties were living as a husband and wife for long period, the maintenance we cannot deny in such a cases. So maintenance cannot be denied if they are living for a long period of time, right? This is what the Kerala High Court has stated while dismissing the plea of the male partner, that is the petitioner in case, basically petitioner in the Supreme Court. Okay, right? So the petitioner, he argued against the plea that was dismissed by the Kerala High Court. He argued that in Supreme Court, basically argued that in live-in relationship the partners are not entitled to maintenance under section 125, and therefore the proceedings are completely misleading and not maintainable, right? So after hearing the petitioner, the Supreme Court issued notice to the respondent, right? The Supreme Court issued notice to the respondent. This was what happened till date in this case, right? But notably what happened, let's go back, let's turn the pages back. So in 2015, in case of Lalita Topo versus State of Jharkhand, basically in this case a question was raised before the larger bench. In this case a question was raised before the larger bench that let's say if two people are living together as a husband and wife, okay, for a long period of time or a considerable period of time, whether in such a cases a presumption of valid marriage would be raised. So whether we will raise presumption of valid marriage if they are cohabiting for a long period of time as a husband and wife, okay, and the woman will be entitled to maintenance under the 125 CRPC. This was the question that was raised in this case before the larger bench, but that bench refused to answer this question, and they said that the live-in partners have more efficacious remedy available under the Domestic Violence Act 2005. Okay, so they refused to answer and said that they have a efficacious remedy available under the DV Act, that is 2005. Okay, but later on in Kamala versus MR Mohan Kumar, so in this case later on, right, this was in 2015, and this Kamala case I guess it is in 2018 only. So in this case the court upheld the decision of the family court of granting maintenance to a woman whose status of wife has been disputed, right? So in this case basically the status of wife was disputed, even in that case, the family court has granted maintenance to that woman, and court clarified that the section 25, in case of section 25, strict proof of marriage is not required and is not necessary, as the aim of this provision is to prevent vagrancy and basically destitution. Okay, so especially in cases when parties have already held themselves out to society as a husband and wife, right? They have already showcased themselves as a husband and wife to the society, and they are living, right, for a longer period of time. In such case, maintenance can be granted. This was held in the Kamla versus M.R. Mohan Kumar, this case. Presently, in this case of KP Ravindra Nair versus Vasanta KV, a notice is issued to the respondent. Let's wait for further updates. Okay, thank you so much.